Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Emily Jean. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, thank you for coming back. So today I'm going to be doing my February TBR list. So what I would like to read in February. It's a little ambitious, but I have a new reading strategy that I'll share with you that I think will help me get through this reading list. So if you want to find out more about what these books are, if you just want to hang out, grab your coffee, grab your tea, and let's get cozy. Oh, the new creamer I'm using is so good. Okay, so let's get into the books. First book, which I already started, I'm about this far into it, is Soul Swift. So far, so good. This actually came in my totally booked crate from December. No, it must have been January, early January I got the box. This is YA fantasy, and so far, so good. So this is the first one that I'm planning to read. I don't do that well reading multiple books at once unless they're different genres, because when it's fiction or fantasy, I really get into that world for like the whole time I'm reading the book. And if I switch between worlds, it doesn't exactly work. I could do a fantasy book with like a nonfiction book and switch between those, but all of the ones that I have on my TBR for February are like YA fiction fantasy. So I think I'm going to try to just read through one book at a time. And the new strategy that I'm using, my friend Laura reached out with an idea to do a 10-minute reading challenge. So every day you just set a goal to read for 10 minutes a day, and you know, 9 times out of 10 end up reading more than that. But it's really helped me. A couple of nights I've almost gone to bed not reading. I'm like, oh, I'll just do the 10-minute challenge. And you know, once you get sucked into the book, especially if it's a good book, you just keep reading and reading and reading. And I've had some late nights, but I'm getting a lot more reading done. So I read 2 books in January, and one of these is a little bit shorter. I'm hoping to go through all of these books in February. Soul Swift by Megan Bannon is the first one. The next 2 that I want to read are actually books that 2 of my friends on Facebook wrote. So I'm super excited to support them, to check out these books. The cover work on both of these is so beautiful, and it was right up my alley. So I had to say yes, right? Okay. I didn't have to say yes, but I wanted to. The first one is Nameless by J.L. Meyerhans. Meyerhans? I'm sorry, Jess. I'm not sure how to say your last name. So I'll learn that before I do my review. But this sounds really, really good. The back is just a little blurb that says, when a young servant is plagued by a reoccurring nightmare, she sets out on a journey to find answers. Surely a life of freedom is worth a bit of the unknown. I can't wait to dig into this one. And then the next one, I have a new Facebook friend, Tracy Shears. This book got so dirty for my toddler. I don't even know what's on it. I gotta take a wipe to it. But look at this artwork. This cover work is so beautiful. This is Entwined by Tracy Shearer. Also sounded right up my alley. Right on the front it says, if the universe gives you a gift, refuse it at your own risk. A hunky 18th century Scottish ghost, a modern day serial killer, 3 women whose sisterhood could save them, but only if they can accept who and what they are. The tangled threads that entwine their fate leave little question. If the universe gives you a gift, refuse it at your own risk. So this sounds awesome. It is a part, I think it's going to be a trilogy. I know she has a second book available. I think Jessica may be writing another one as too. Sorry, Jess, I'll have to start calling you JL. Oops. And I dropped all my books. Okay. So the 4th one that I want to read, both of these actually just came from my newest And the Story Begins book box unboxing. So this is YA fiction. This is The Weight of 1,000 Feathers by Brian Connigan. And if you want info on Totally Booked or And the Story Begins book boxes, I'll drop that in the description box below too. So The Weight of 1,000 Feathers. This one well, if you want to learn more about these two, definitely head over to my And the Story Begins. I feel like I'll be repeating myself since I just recorded that video a day or so ago about the synopsis for these, but these are both YA fiction, and I'm really excited to check them out. They both sound like they're going to be a little bit of pull at your heartstrings type books. So The Weight of a Thousand Feathers by Brian Conaghan, and then Fear of Missing Out by Kate McGovern. Beautiful covers. I also started a GoodReads book club where you can read along with me. If you want to pick one of these books, multiple of these books, we can just chat in the community page. I've started a discussion thread about each of these books individually. So if you want to read along with one of them, come join out in my GoodReads club. I'll link that in the description box below. And I think that's all. I'm really, really hopeful that with the 10-minute challenge, I'll be able to get through all of these books in February, especially with the accountability of following up with you guys. And that's what I'm reading. Let me know in the comments what you are reading this month, what's on your TBR. I would love to know. Sending you guys so much love. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.